Hello, hello. Is anybody out there? I know it's a nice spring Saturday, midday, fun things to do, but I want to get started and have some proper mixed media playtime. I've got some pages to share in the circus journal, and I will do that. But then we're going to work on some mixed media postcards and like chipboard tags. In a super mixed media way, using some things that maybe we forgot about. As you know, I've been redoing this room and I've been sorting through things and I've had a lot of aha moments, like, oh yeah. So if you're new here, I am Texture Junkies and I'm so glad to have you. No one's here yet and I'm kind of surprised, really, but I'm going to get started and let's have a play. Thumbs up would be amazing. And if you could subscribe, if you like what you see, that would be amazing too. I always welcome comments. Hey, Trish. Hi, Lisa. I was just going to get started. No one was here yet on this nice Saturday. How are you, Trish? How's things going with you and Evie? Hi, Margaret. I'm so glad you're here. So I'm going to share a couple pages first off, and we're not necessarily going to be working in the journal today. The reason why I have made an executive decision about this, I'm finding a lot of, because I'm doing it really fun and kind of a party for your eyes, I'm finding that I really want to spend some time doodling and having some playtime with each page afterwards. And what I'm going to do here is, I love this. This is washi tape right here. And this is out of an old 17 magazine. But what I plan on doing is using one of my carts for projects that I can just roll right over when I feel like I want to do something creative. I'm going to be working on this. This is my current journal. And as I see things maybe that are circusy while I'm sorting through stuff, or papers that really, really go, I love the way this one came out. I'm going to work on it. So, between when I sit at my desk, between sorting and stuff, and you guys, I'm almost done with my room. Almost done. Seriously. I'm really excited. Oh, you're doing better. I'm so glad to hear that, Trish. It feels like, yeah, Lisa, I have a sign that says that I got from my best friend years ago, and I have it hanging in my dining room. She said, smile, it makes people wonder what you're up to. Yeah, that's true. So I'm going to be working from some roll-offs, ugly roll-offs. What do we do with them? And turning them into mixed media fun. So fasten your seatbelts. Let's have some fun. And I will be working on this, over time. But we are going to put it away. And I've discovered, that's what I was saying, that I kind of pigeonholed us. Hi, Julie. So people that maybe had finished their circus journal, or people that hadn't started. Hi, Beth. Welcome. Or maybe people that didn't want to do this specific project, didn't find it inspiring. Because it was such a theme, I decided I'm going to work on the rest of it, alone. So, but let me show you what I've got so far. So I had just started that one. You guys saw this one. Let's see, some pages to work on. And, I just used I find the ugliest bits, and, that's what I made my staple pages out of. And, you guys saw the bearded lady from last time. And then I love this, the way she dangles. Did you guys see Lisa's book? It's got all kinds of fun things going on. I'm going to take a straight edge and do some trimming here as well with a blade. And I really love the way this came out. It was a roll-off that I enhanced. And then I had a really nice time just adding stuff to it. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm at 888 subs. Yeah, that is a magical number. I'm waiting for some magic to happen. I'm willing it. I'm willing it to be. I love that Lisa used crepe paper and stuff. Okay, so I've got some new ones here to share. This one. And this one I'm going to have some doodling, but I have that tiny deck of cards, and I had a little gypsy, and maybe she's a fortune teller. There's a black flower. There's some astrological stuff behind her, and there's an hourglass with another card. And this one I just did this morning to share that I'm creating doodle tunities for myself, you know. Oh, thank you for doing that, Lisa. So doodle tunities, you know, you may not feel it one day, and the next day you're going to look at that and go, oh yeah, you know, and or find something you forgot about, a sticker or something weird. I did this, and she was so fun. She's from a 17 magazine, and she was already holding the balloons. So that's a sticker from Lisa. Got some numbers in here. I think it needs more, but, and those are, you know, the rings for holes. Like I have a whole bunch there in my office stuff. Okay. And then that one we're back to. So, this one I also did this morning. I've got like a mirror there, like a fun house. Enter if you dare. So this would be my fun house page. And I'll probably like make her a crown gold, and, you know, maybe I'll go in with some splatter, which is something I forget to do often. Beth, you have a channel? Did I know that? I'm not sure. So anyway, I'm going to put this away. And what I'm going to do is organize it into, I love this, organize it into zipper pouches, like large zipper pouches, the pieces that go with it, like these guys right here that I started. Let's move that out, these big zipper ones. And I'm going to just stand them up on my cart, and I'll have each shelf will be a project that I currently have going, because I never let myself have more than 3. Ever. They changed the address of a building downtown to 1188 to make it more attractive. Huh. Hi, Belinda. How are you? So anyway, I got 24 of these on Amazon, and I think they're great. These are going to be great for projects, you know, like focal points, maybe in one, maybe small bits in another, you know, little scraps. And then I can just stand them up, or they can go this way. It doesn't matter. So I'll have a shelf for each project that I have going. And this luckily fits into, let me find fits into one of these. That's not the one. Oh, it's cracking apart. I'm gonna have to reglue that. That is the one. That was the one I cut in half. So I'm gonna have to glue that and clamp it. Maybe I'll even add a layer of heavy glue right here. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here. Now we're going to be playing with our roll-offs and things like that to create some fun. So the first thing I did, and I did this the other day, and it got me kind of excited. Now these are chipboard pieces that I had, and I can't remember why I had the paint on here like this, but I didn't gesso it first, and it's very different. And it's that giant stuff that Bill brought home from work, those pieces. Hi, Charmaine. So I've been like saving this because I felt like I wanted to do something with it. And you know, I got those weird sticker books, and I'm not a huge sticker person. I forget to use them. I do have some, but I do forget. And I thought it would be really fun to do some weird collages with texture and kind of use our roll-offs as our backgrounds. So that said, now this isn't finished. I'll continue to probably add some things to this, but I do really love it. And I might round the corners. She would look really cool in a frame. I mean, can you see it in a 5x7 frame? Because I can. She's pretty awesome. So I'm going to set her aside. She's not quite finished. You know, I'll go in with some white marker and do some, you know, things here and there to it. But what I did, that was a whole sheet of these cards I had. So there's one that's got, it's got a kind of a magician on it. And I thought that might go in the journal. And this one might make a pocket, but I just got the sticker down. I hadn't done anything else. I did a little stamping around this one. And then that is a texture paste. It's Nouveau Mousse. Sorry about the glare, you guys. Let me turn this down a little bit. Hi, Anthony. How you doing? I missed the last PM Artist Studio live stream on Sunday, because we got up early and went mushroom hunting. So, and that's the day I always make it in. So, Beth, you're usually at work forgetting. So, Beth, what is your channel name? It would be, I would definitely link it. I can't do it in chat, but if you send it to me in a message, I'll make sure it goes at the bottom in the description here. And let me make a note for myself here. So you guys know I keep a bin full of textures, right? Where are my little, I don't know where anything's at. I keep moving stuff around my desk because I'm finding that some of this stuff isn't working. You know, because I'm in a corner now. I'm not in an L shape. So I'm discovering this and that is working, what's not working. My camera arm is one of them. I know there's a weird distortion over here, but that's because it's coming from Beth's. Yeah. What is her channel name? Is it just Beth Schuler? That's a nice pen. Okay. So I'll make sure that your link gets in the description when we're done with this stream today. And for that matter, anybody that has a channel, maybe I will do that today while we're thinking about it. If you're in chat, I will add your channel to the description. So there's a link. So we're going to do Lisa's. I don't usually go in and add stuff to the live streams. I probably should. I probably should be like adding tags and stuff. It's probably bad that I don't. Probably. But it's work. You know, it's technology. I have other things going on. So, you know, technology and me. Okay, so, and I think I just scraped some of this golden iridescent bronze over with a palette knife, and we might be doing some of that. I don't remember why I have this chipboard, but it's been painted and I didn't gesso it, so it's a cool color. Okay, and I wanted to show you, this is one of the stamps I created that isn't available at the PM shop yet, but I hope will be soon. And I just used some embossing powder on this one and did some different colors just for no reason. And then I'm going to put some words right here. And then maybe a bit of a splatter. I'm not sure, but you can use anything. You know, it's mixed media is building your different mediums. It's what you have, you know. Use your stuff. I'm learning that I'm not using my stuff enough if it's getting dusty. So I do need to get out those mediums, and that's what I'm encouraging today, for you to, you know, use something you haven't used for a while. Yes, Beth, I'm in Washington. Oh yeah, Julie, you should do that. I mean, we all have different mediums. We have sprays, we have paints, we might have some of the gel crayons that blend. We could have markers, we could have acrylic ink. I mean, there's so many different mediums that we forget to use because, you know, we're working, we get sidetracked easily, you know, and we want to try everything. But I think it would be fun to do some unexpected things, mix some things together, maybe that you hadn't thought of before. Like, I never use these. I never do. And I have 4 colors, and they are the pigment inks. They're acrylic, and they're heavy duty. I know they look like nail polish, and they even have a nail polish brush, but that's to put on your palette. But I need to use these. I mean, maybe I'll do that today. Maybe I'll get those out. I've got some cool colors here. Let's see. I've got the, sorry about my hands, you guys. There's the olive drab, the burnt orange, the Atlantis, and celestial blue, and they go really well together. Here, let me get the glare off here. Can you guys see those colors? They're pretty awesome. Maybe I'll play with these. Hi, Eddie. How are ya? You are just rolling along with those videos. So much going on. Got the house going. You thought they were nail polish, Julie? Okay, so maybe I'll figure out something to do with those today too. Well, I really haven't played with them much. I've had them for like 2 years. That's really bad. I just forget about them. I stick them on a shelf and I forget. So, you know, I think this is a lot of fun, and I probably would do some other, you know, things to it. So I'm going to set that off to the side. And let's start another one, and we'll go from start to finish maybe. Should we do that? I keep a bin full of textured stuff as well. And I had some already, some of these that need sprayed and painted. These ones, the texture paste went on, and it's Tim Holtz oxide spray. So that's under it. So it's bleeding through in the color, and I really like that that's happening. And I thought we might recreate that with this one, which was a roll-off that I sprayed. So let's put some texture paste on this to get us started. And these will get glued down to some chipboard. There's another one. I mean, breaking up the fact that it's a roll-off, I think, is magical. You know, suddenly it becomes something. It was meh before, you know, it was just gritty paint from the gel plate, you know. So I really like doing that. Add to your prompts to use. Add them to your prompts to use. Which one? The gel print roll-offs? That would be great. Yeah, I think I could cut these in half, and they could have a focal point at some, you know, anywhere. And can you see them you could even frame these if you put the right focal points on and you've got, you know, some interest going on. These are not terrible backgrounds. I mean, a lot can happen. But let's see if this one bleeds. I want to do that first, so it has time to kind of absorb and dry. And that's only with the inks that would be, I'm gonna put this here around the edges. Only with the sprays or inks that would bleed normally, that would be water reactive, would that work. So we're going to do a half at a time, I suppose. So I got this, maybe some of that again, because I'm really liking the circles right now. And the good thing about circles is you can cut them out as circles. Like I could go back in and create a pocket or an interest on a piece of art just by cutting off that piece right there and using it. I just think this is a fabulous stencil, and it's a cheap one. It's just from, you know, it's from China. I think it came in a set for like $3.77 or something. Okay, so I'm going to use a palette knife here. And I want to see if that color bleeds through, because it's got spray from a spray box. So I sprayed it just for this for you guys so we can see. I'm letting some magic create itself. That's what this is. You know, I like it when my artwork takes on its own life like that. I like it when it's surprising, you know, and that's the thing about the gel plate that I like. It's a surprise always. I mean, you can kind of have control, but once you relinquish your control, it has a life of its own. And I love that. I need to stop and drink some coffee. So I don't know how long it'll take. I don't think it'll take long, but I think that that ink underneath is going to react to that molding paste. Hold on, and I'll look at some comments or questions. Make sure if you have a question to put it in all caps for me. And then this will get, you know, cut up and glued down to that heavy chipboard that Bill brought home. And you could use packaging. I might have some just packaging sitting here. I pre-cut some pieces on my big cutter. Ooh, that's amazing. So I'll do the other half with something else. But for now, we need to kind of clean this off. I'll put circles on the other half too. So I want to use this. And anything that gets down on these book pages, they are for this purpose. I mean, if they end up with texture, then I'll just spray them and have some fun. I'm so bad about washing my stencils, but I am good about it if I have used texture paste with them. Any sort of texture, it must happen because you get clogged. Make sure it's not on the other side. Okay. Now let's kind of do the other side with some other, look, it's already happening, guys. Do you see it? I love it. It's going to have more color too, I believe. Okay, so on this one, let's grab another. We've got a PM Artist Studio stencil here, and it's round. I don't like that straight edge, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. And this is a piece of garbage that I'm working on, by the way. It's, you know, they send extra pages in your voting stuff sometimes. When you vote, it's got the little lines on the side. Do you see that? That's what that's from. So Beth, I think I'm subscribed to your channel. I don't think I've been to a live. I don't get to enough lives. I wish I could. Everybody has such wonderful things going on, but sometimes I find that it distracts me from my current project or the current thing that I'm doing. And I'm not one of those people that can have a lot going on in the background other than like music that matches what I'm doing. And I wish that I had longer days. Okay, so this one I'm going to bring over a little bit. These will probably get cut out. It's already happening. See the reaction over there? I really like circles anyway. I've got my round plates. Got a new one that I haven't taken out of the package yet, guys. Not until this room is done. That's why I'm working so hard on it. I'm almost finished. And then you guys are going to get a tour. I mean, it's a whole new room. Whole new room. Oh, look at that. It's wonderful. Just, you know, you stream Thursday and Saturday. Oh, well, and you know, on Saturdays when I have my live streams, I generally spend the whole day in my room up here. I send my husband away to do something, and I'm usually busy before, but I'm sitting at my desk creating after usually. So I would make it. Okay, stuck to the paper a little. And this is golden modeling paste or molding paste. I know that this one is perfect every time. Some of the others, they will bleed underneath, and they're fine. I mean, that's great. But when I want it to be crisp, I use that one because it's always good. Always. All right, so let's move these out of the way, and then we'll have some play with these things over here. Okay. Oh, I had another one to do too. This one is green. See, it looks ugly right now, but with some stencils, it's going to change entirely. Let's do a different type this time. I've got these that I haven't really used yet. Really like that one. We'll just get it off to dry. How's that sound? Let me those papers back. Oh. So what I'm doing, I will be finishing the art room. I'll be randomly working on the circus journal, but in all of that, I'm going to challenge myself. Spackle is great too. Yeah. I'm going to challenge myself to mix more mediums together. That is going to be my goal. And, you know, that'll be next for me. Trying to break out things that I've not used in a while and forgotten about. And, you know, getting that reaction sometimes between the mediums is stellar. I mean, that's fun. And we all like an experiment, don't we? Like, I feel like I should be using the gel crayons more. I did for a while. Wanted them for ages. I just had a cheap King Art set. But, uh-oh, I went underneath. This one's hard to... Okay, let's just... I went under. That's sad. I wonder if I could clean it up. And I just want to use a little bit over here because I'm going to break out a different one. I'm going to clean it up. Great time to clean up your stencils on your roll-offs too. I mean, you could do that. I do that sometimes, or do it on book pages. That needs wiped. Let's see here. Can it be done? Not really. Not without really messing it up. At least not on camera. You just got some new epoxy that hardens with UV light. Oh yeah, I have a little bit of that. Just it like tiny jars. It's made for like jewelry, but I don't really use that one. I use I do use my other resin quite often. Okay, this one. So let's do. Why did I put the lid on that? Ooh. So I just want to do this in some random places without some hard edges. So it can be glued down and have some interest, but not be completely covering it. Like that. Beth, I'll try to make it to your live stream today. I'm more likely to watch something after it's been, you know, live. That's the thing I was trying to say. I mean, it's a little easier sometimes to work it into your own schedule. I can't really see, but I know that it's there. Oh, right there. Yeah, right there. Should have put it on a different colored paper. Okay, mostly clean. Mostly. I don't want to clog up those little spaces in there. All right, and here. Now, if I was smart, I would have had a bin next to me, but I was only doing a couple, so just getting off that extra. Okay. Hope they don't stick together now. Hi, Diane. Thanks for the heads up there, guys. Yeah, I'm don't have Lisa today. She's off at the races. She's in chat though. And I didn't mention that. So I'm reading chat, but I have my new computer right in front of my face. Hopefully I don't get paint on it right away. I already see some speckles. Crap. I already see them. Yeah, it needs cleaned. So, yep, she's there. It is a nice sunny Saturday though. So, you know, I can't be mad at that. Okay, so let's glue these down to some cards, huh? Should we do that? And then, let's see. So I cut this up right here. And I thought these were, and they're not perfect. They need trimmed. But I thought they were perfect for gluing on here and creating, I mean, they're probably not even plum. Creating some fun like postcards or something to go in a frame or book covers or for whatever reason, you know. Where's my chomper? So I still don't know where everything's at. I'm working on it though. And I can't remember where I put my small paper cutter. I mean, it's right here in elbow's reach, and I don't know where I put it. It's that bad. Otherwise, I would straighten these out better. All right. That one. Maybe. I think I need a bigger garbage can. I'm used to just like throwing it on the floor next to me and picking it up after. I'm going to have a lot of things on wheels by the time I'm done. Hi, Maxine. Welcome. I'm glad you made it. All right. So, and this one was bent, so it's already just, you know, making some crooked little cards here, guys. That one looks okay. That one's not okay. Yeah, it's all right. Okay, so I'm going to use this one, I guess, and that one. We'll glue this down, and then we'll go from there. Find a fun focal point. Probably add some ink. So I'm going to do this randomly. Glue paper. So I'm just going to do it like this, I guess. Is that too big? It might be too big. So I'm going to use my favorite glue here, and that is the, and I keep refilling this bottle, the Crafters Workshop Matte Gel Medium. Favorite glue. Yeah, having everything on wheels is, yeah, I'm putting myself on wheels. I am on wheels, Eddie. I'm not wearing roller skates though. That's not happening. So I'm just going to glue this down. Kind of, I'm worried about the middle more because then I can go in with my palette knife and get the edges. So I'm going to use that side. Try to center it a little bit. Get it lined up. And this one, center. Not worry about the edges too much. Not yet. Lined up. And that one's not on all the way. So I'm going to have to trim that one out on the bottom or add something. I can always add something. I think that's fun. Okay, now I'm going to go around these edges just a little bit. I know this is really fun to watch, isn't it, guys? I'm definitely a messy creator. Are you a messy creator? Eddie, I think you're neater than I am. I know Darcy is right up there as a messy creator. I mean, we leave like a trail of art fun behind us, kind of. Oh, you've been thinking about roller skating? I can't do it anymore. I tried to do it with my grandkids years ago. And I used to be good on roller skates. I used to go every weekend when I was a kid. And now I break my ankle. I couldn't even get going. Believe it or not, I'm riveted to the screen. Aw, thanks, Julie. All right, so then I'll glue or cut that apart. I don't want to get mess on my new mat. This is my new mat. So I'm not creating a book, but I could. I mean, this would be a great start, wouldn't it? So I'm gonna take it apart here, and then we'll make like, I'll do the edges then. Make like postcards. Yeah, by the time I'm done, I have to clean my scissors. I have to clean my whole space, my hands. I do clean up when I'm done though. So I'm going to go ahead and just take that off. I'm not going to edge it out. Oh, there's so much on that. My scissors will need soaked after this. Okay. And all right. So serendipity. I mean, I didn't look at where I'd placed that, but I really like it. And those will flatten out. There's wet right now. Same with this. So I have a container full of things like this that have textures on them. Not necessarily just like this. I mean, they're not done with the roll-offs, but I could do one with roll-offs. That would be fun. And that's something I go to every time I do a assemblage project. I go to my texture bin. I think it works. It works for me to have these things already. I don't like to wait for them to dry. You know, that's not, I mean, I will if I have to, I guess, but it's nice if I can just keep moving, you know, keep on going. So it's not really, I mean, it's something I have out ahead of time. And it's something you can do when you're bored and don't know what to do. I mean, we don't really get bored, but, you know, just get out your roll-offs, grab some stencils, get some, you know, something with texture and go to town. They can always be glued down to something. Okay, I'm going to use this now. The edges. And I'll probably round the corners because it'll make it look more intentional. You know, I love making postcard books where they're all bound together. And those started with texture pieces, you know, like from chipboard or cereal boxes or whatever. I'm already disgusting. How does this happen? Let me grab that book real quick and I'll show you what I mean. In case anybody hasn't seen it. It's definitely one of my favorites. And it's done, you know, in this sort of, with this method. So let's see. I made this so long ago, I haven't looked at it in ages. Right now you're gluing blank book page edges to the back of brayer sheets. Probably turn them. That's a great idea. I think, you know, we have all those. We're not wasting paint if we use them. Right? And sometimes I get so many layers, they're super textured. That one's like Asian style. Oh, I didn't put a focal point on that one. And that one needs more too. It's a gypsy, but it's textured. That one's done. Oh, I really like her. I don't even remember where she came from. And it's layered. This is a textured piece from the embossing machine on cereal box that I had painted or decoupaged. There's Crow. Marbled paper with that I had laying around with shaving cream. Oh, I love her. And I gave her kind of a tab. and it's double thick book pages, so it feels, it's really nice to touch. There's some pieces of wallpaper, and it was like the skeletons from my die cuts, and that's what it created, and I loved it. There's another piece. Some of those gold stars that we get when we're good. And that's from a book. Oh, The Glow of Awareness. It's a stamp I have, and it's layered once again. One piece on top of the next, and that's why I have a texture cart laying around, so I can do things like this. Although this is like 2 years old, I think. She's so fun. Then I just went around with a marker or paint on the end of a brush. This was one of my favorites. And this one. So you don't have to add all the other extra little fussy things. I mean, if you have a good focal point and you're set, and it's a message, you know, you're getting that message across, or even if it's just like a party for your eyes fun, that happens when you keep adding all the little bits. It becomes the party, you know, where you're looking everywhere to see all the little bits, and it's, you know, fascinating and interesting. But you can do that just with some texture and the substrate that you choose. And a roll off is great for that. Oh, I love her. I love her. Hi, Sherry. So anyway, that's something I made a long time ago, and I think it was a lot of fun to create, and I could actually keep adding to it because it's just on the rings. But maybe it's time to make another one of those so we can test our mixed media, you know, supplies and all the things that we forgot about. I think that would be a great next project. What do you guys think? What do you want to do next? We're at 8:88, and your dog doesn't care if you're messy as long as you don't do anything to him or his bed. Hey, SWL. Sherry, right? Welcome. So, let's see. So we're just, you know, using these roll-offs, taking something ugly, and we're going to make something cool out of it. Now I'm going to get into those weird sticker books that I got, and I think that's a great next step. So I'm going to not worry about the white edges that I don't like. Come on, where's the hole? All of this, not worried about it yet. All of this being white, I'm not worried about that yet. We're going to get to that. One thing I could do is spray it and give it a tip and, you know, kind of add some more color, but I'm not thinking about that just yet. I'm going to find our focal point. So then we have our other pieces drying over here that'll get glued down and cut up. So let's see. Let's move this off to the side. I joined the, you know, bandwagon. People have had these for a long time, and I even got one of these on the Amazon used. But more than half the stickers are gone, and I was kind of upset about it because I paid like $13 for it, and more than half the stickers were gone. Crazy, right? But they're, you know, some of them are there. So I'm going to take this one that I got, and this one was new. And because I'm challenging myself to use things that like forgotten items and mixing these together that I haven't mixed in a while or ever, that's why I decided to go with stickers here. I think these are a great base for some of this party happening here. And these are a feast for the eyes, I'll tell you. So I need to find a focal point. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm kind of looking at my palette here. And this is Julie. This is like the layered, the band. that we've talked about and thought about in past streams where I came up with a system to layer things. And one of them is the lead singer. So, you know, this is my stage. I need a lead singer now. And I think the lead singer needs to come next so I can decide what else goes in the band. You know, it'll be, you know, your backup singers. Those are your little fussy bits, and your instruments. That's your main design on your substrate, you know. So if you think about it like that, you want your stage and your singer first. So I really like this heart here, but I don't think the colors, I wish it wasn't pink. That's kind of cool. They're weird. These things are weird. Really like that, but I'll probably hoard it for a while. I could use an eye. I'm looking for something sort of with the round, kind of matches the vibe here with some round lines. Am I missing anything in chat? Bees, birds, butterflies. Focal point would be with an F, Julie. Yes. These are kind of cool, these horrible, scary clowns. Weird stuff in here. Like, I don't know whose imagination these came from, but they're pretty awesome. He's cool. What if I did something like, I went mushroom hunting this last week. It's kind of turquoise though. Or maybe owl. I've never done anything with an owl. Let's do it. Why not? Okay, one way to jazz up your stickers and to make sure that they go down right is to put them on another thin piece of paper and then cut them out. Like these have the white lines. I don't like that. So I'm just going to take this thin piece of paper right here at my desk. It's where I've been making notes about this room. And I'm going to go ahead and I could tear them out and use them like that. That's fine. Just a piece of book page. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But putting it on a piece of paper first gives you the opportunity to trim around it and do whatever you want. And it kind of makes it thicker. So if you put it on top of, say, some texture, like say this whole thing is textured, right? I want to put it on top. I might have even gone with a little thicker paper to kind of back him so that he sits on it nicely. I mean, because it's thicker. This is where card makers would probably use a foam tape or, you know, something like that. Have I missed anyone coming in? Hi, Rhonda. Hey, you made it. Are we talking about boxes? Oh, a very small box for your sanity. I told my husband the other day I'm hanging by an eyelash over the cliff of insanity right now. So by an eyelash. And it's probably because I haven't had enough time in this room. I mean, other than to sort things that are making me crazy and organize, I don't have enough time to create right now. And that's what I need, really. Need to play with that new foam. I need to play with some of the things that I've been finding that were kind of lost, or, you know, while I'm sorting, I'm finding stuff that I was once excited about, or I have new ideas for now. So we're going to get weird with this owl. I'm going to do something else. I'm not sure what, and make him not normal, not a normal owl, if that's a thing. Is that a thing? Did I say hello, Belinda? I think I did. You've had a marvelous time working with gel printed rice papers. Oh, those are great to collage with. Relaxing weekend at home, nothing to write home. Hey, that sounds like art therapy to me. And, you know, I think I'm a little right now because I am not getting the art therapy. Though, you know, sorting, organizing, decorating decorating definitely lands in that creative spot, in that zone. However, there's a lot of ugliness to get there. And, you know, sorting papers is, and I've got my fabrics next, like all the little pieces of trim. It is overwhelming. Hi, Anina. Supposed to be sleep. Oh, I'm so glad you made it, Anina. That's wonderful. You know, you get to the point where you're sorting all those little bits that you've hoarded, or all those little bits of fabric, lace, whatever, from past projects that maybe I wouldn't use now, but maybe I would. So I am putting together some kits to sell with some of those old things, and maybe stuff that I looked at so much that I'm done with. Like I don't like it anymore, because it was a main feature in my life for a while. Not that I wouldn't like it if somebody else played with it. I'd just run out of ideas for it, you know, that happens. So he's my lead singer here on one of these. I think he goes on this one, honestly. And I just did that to run the edges. So then I have to decide what kind of instruments, you know, in this band, who goes behind him on the stage. Sorry. Kind of what else do I want to add? And maybe I want to add some, I've got this texture here, but maybe I want to add like a strip of, let me find it. I've got this book page that I've been doing on. So I'm not trying to get any of what I cleaned off here, but maybe I want to get like a, let's use this. So I haven't used book pages in a long time. Yeah, I was asking, what do you guys want to do for the next project? Should we do a postcard book with all of the different styles of mixed media? Or should we do an altered book? Because that's not something I've ever done on here. Like an actual book that you alter. I don't really need to do that part because I'll be cutting it. So let me give this some interest here. Should have just ripped it instead of using the book page. Just a little interest. And then I'm going to put that down. So votes, guys. Do we do without box? That could go so many places. I have empty boxes all over this room right now. Should we do an altered book? Should we do a 3D assemblage project? Should we do a postcard book? Those are the three I would have you choose from for our next adventure. I don't care what these words say. I'm just putting them down. Yeah, I want them not quite in the middle. So maybe there. Let's glue that down. You've never made an altered book? Oh, Julie wants to do unfinished projects. We'll have to do UFOs later in the year. Maybe that's a fall thing for us. I wonder what this even says. Not quite in the middle. And then I'll trim it off. Scissors. And then I'll go at it and kind of make it look burned or whatever before I add my owl. But what else does it need? So maybe I want to go in with a marker, like a white pen. And let's do this. We'll just go to town with this one. What's the third thing? Okay, so here are our options are. Let me write on the back of something here. This is for our 900 subscriber project. We'll call it. Now I got to find a marker. And would you know that I redid all of my pens over here? I dumped the whole thing out. I was pretty proud of myself. Getting rid of stuff, proud of myself. So we have an assemblage project. And I have one in mind for that. And assemblage would be mixed media, found bits, all that sort of, yeah, Charmaine, I decided we're going to do the circus journal. I'm going to do it independently for a while. And then when I'm finished with it, I will share it. Assemblage, mixed media, of course. And that's with found stuff and things we make. A postcard book. Like the other one. Or an altered book. You know, I'm writing these down for me too, because my brain. Yeah, Charmaine, I decided I'm going to use one of my carts and do a project on each level, the kind of thing that I can work on independently, you know, when I'm in the mood. So I think that would be fun. So we've got A, B, C. I know it should be before it, but I'll be probably doing a poll online as well and let you guys decide on that. Whatever we do, I know it'll probably be fun, so we can make it fun. Now we want to do this. So I've got this white bit here, but maybe I want to incorporate that like it's extended. Like, keep the white, not worry about it. I could use a stencil here. Just making some marks. Almost looks like a fence. Didn't mean to. Just happens. And then maybe some, I want to incorporate this and this. I need to blend it together. Darn it. My mat. So in order to blend that together, I might want to add things over the top. So I'm blending my music here, I guess, in the analogy. So maybe I make some circles, different sizes and different places, just no reason at all. And then maybe a little bit of this. I could get out some different pens. I only have white in these kind, in the Posca. I bought a set with the different sizes. So maybe like that. How they look like wheels or gears. Maybe they're gears. Anyway, so then if I add my owl, now I might be covering some of that, and that's okay. Or maybe he goes here. I think he goes right there. I might have to add more of those circles. So I'm going to add him now so I know where he goes. It's happening. I'll probably ground him a little bit. Oh, wait, I should do him right side up. Huh? He goes like this. That's his foot. No. I could go like this or like this and let him sit on the circle. Huh. Maybe that way. I'm going to put him like that. So this is grounded because it's, you know, the darkest color at the bottom. I like that. Okay. I'm going to do that. What am I missing here? There are so many ways. Which direction would you get altering the book? It would be an old book. Oh, that's nice to hear, Charmaine. Yeah, I didn't want to pigeonhole anybody that didn't want to do a circus journal or couldn't see the darkness of the theme for me. You know, you've always wanted to make a tunnel book. Those are nice too. Maybe that's something that could be done with even with cardstock. Yeah, they are very cool, Diane. Did I say hello, Diane? What type of postcard book? It would be this kind on the rings, probably. And that we could, you know, add whatever we want to it and have it a flip book like that. Creating them, Rhonda, in a super mixed media fashion using, you know, like like using cereal boxes and roll-offs and garbage. We'll start with garbage. Your library book sale starts next Friday, the bag sale. Tree weekend, mid-May. Oh, yeah. I bet you get a lot of those. I've never been to a library sale. I think that would be fun. Although I have too much crap right now. I've been paring down because, I mean, I'm never going to use it all. And I don't need 100 of something. I might need 10, you know, so I'm kind of whittling some of it away. Going away in a few weeks. Anyway, that would be the postcard book. The assemblage would be, I'm thinking like our mothers. I'm thinking Mother's Day is next. And I'm kind of thinking like my art room angels, but more paper, less, you know, hardware on them, less heavy stuff, more flat, I guess. Well, they wouldn't necessarily be flat, but, you know, that hang up on a wall. I mean, that's kind of fun. Julie, my brain is very slow right now. I know it sounds like I'm talking fast, but I worry about people that do come in and watch later and make me a chipmunk, because I'm sure that I would be talking so fast it would be unbearable if you speed up the video. So I want to put this down. I'm doing it. I didn't know I was going to get my hands this messy right away, like this. Okay, I'm going to put him right there like that. He's my lead singer. Maybe this is my son. I didn't even think about it like that. So let's get weird with our owl and add some more bits here. So I want to, you know, you could do an angel, Julie. Like an angel for Mother's Day would be great. So we were there. Oh, well, there's some other mushrooms I could use. Let's do that. Uh-oh, ripped it. Come on. There we go. So I could probably put those there. I don't think I've ever done anything with mushrooms, actually. As a mushroom hunter, that's kind of odd to hear, I know. Not really thinking of an autumn theme. I just want weird. We're going with weird. I could give him new eyes. Oh, I do really like the crow head. This is cool, but it's pink. All right. I'm doing it. I swear I am, guys. It's easy to get lost in this book. It's pretty cool. He needs glasses. I probably have some in here. That's the other thing, though, with these stickers. You're kind of at the sticker books, you know. You can't go, oh, where are the glasses? They're not in section G. This is my favorite one in here. You guys check her out. Do you see? Do you see? Oh, I love her so much. Oh, maybe a rabbit. Maybe he has a rabbit friend, because, you know, they eat rabbits and mice and stuff. There's a rabbit right here. I've never done anything with a rabbit either. Oh, he might be too big. And then I think I'll do a bit of doodling on him. No yellow. I like that the pages are colors. They're color coordinated, and that's the color around it. Maybe there's something in blue or red. I think. Like the black. There's some blue. Oh, that mushroom's better. Oh. I'm just going to go with the mushrooms in my hand, because they're in my hand. So, and I'm not going to cut these ones out. I'm just going to go for it here. And then we'll have to get weird with our embellishments. How's that sound? So I could go back over it with some more embossing powder or paste, or maybe a stamp. This one has the similar markings on it, so maybe I could add some of that. Here. I got white ink on my new mat. I hope that comes up. So I want to grab something that's going to show, like an oxide maybe, if I can find one that'll work. Maybe the blue or the orange. Let's see if this rusty hinge works, huh? Let's see if it happens. I need to buy a refill for this one, because in all the colors, this is the one I probably use the most. This and the brown. This is a good time to break out that embossing powder too, which is what I had done here. So I'm on this. I'm going to go off to the side a little bit. See if it shows. This is one of my favorite stamps. It didn't show. Well, it did in some areas. So we're just going to get that grid pattern on there a little bit. Maybe the brown. So super mixed media, markers, paint, embossing paste or molding paste, ink. And it's not working. It's just not showing. I think it's too much for this. This is thick paint. You can feel it. So I want gold next, I think. Let's find that. And let's see. I could go with some gold paint. I could go with a bit of gold ink, a splatter, maybe. Try not to splatter on the owl. It's just scrap paper I have sitting here. Just going to make kind of a mask for him. Probably need to put a little bit of this off to the side, the moon, and then use a brush. So I think that iridescent gold the golden brand would probably work really well for this. Where'd it go? Ah, it's on me. Oh my gosh. That's like liquid gold right there. Oh, it's warm in here. Goodness sakes. Well, that was just silly. Hi, Evie. Are you lurking? Well, I'm making a mess. Glue, paint. You get the trifecta of greatness on your hands when you're doing things like this too. You know. I've got two colors on there. I want it here. It's really on my brush. All right. So I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to need to go over, maybe I could do that now, over this with some gold, my embossing paste. And I'll probably do rounded corners to make it look like everything's intentional, you know. I could go in with a fine paintbrush and do this and not finger paint, I suppose. But where's the fun in that? Really? Where is the fun? Okay. I need another baby wipe. I should have a towel on my lap, a wet one. I need a wet towel. A snake would be good on him, huh? I'm going to take some of this gold that's here already and just do a bit of this. It's really textured paper because it was a roll-off, which is nice when that happens. And then maybe even this. Making those great lines. Just adding something and not wasting stuff. That's all. So I think it needs some black right here. I would like these to feel a little bit different on this book page. So if I kind of went in and had some fun with it, that. I mean, why not? It changes it completely. Same here. Connecting those pieces. Just, you don't have to be perfect with it. Just making it happen. They're like cogs sticking out of his head. I think it kind of needs like a butterfly right here, like straight above him. Something that doesn't go with this is kind of what I'm thinking. Let's see if my corner thing works on this cardboard. It might not. This is the only, well, I have another one kind of like this, but oh yeah, kind of. Oof, on my lap. Oh yeah, the lines around the stickers make me a little crazy too. And I should have trimmed out that mushroom, but I didn't want you guys to have to watch me do that. However, there are things I can do to change that. Depending on your background, I mean, I've got multicolors going on there, but I could take what I've got, my walnut crystals in water in here, and it's in one of the water pens. You can see I can go around all those little edges and kind of blend them back. And if I go in with that walnut ink over the white, it is really awesome too. It pushes it back because it gets so bright, you know, and it dries lighter. But, you know, that's driving me nuts. You're right. You are right about that. My splatter didn't show up. Well, yeah, I see some of it. I don't think he's standing on anything, and that bothers me. I'm going to take this, or, oh, I have, see, I'm finding things that I could be playing with. Like I've got this white pencil. I've got a gold soft pastel. I had to order the gold just like that. They came in like a 3-pack. But what I would like to do is put something, I don't have any black like that right here. He needs a place to stand, you know, like he's just floating, and I don't want that. So I'm going to create sort of some lines here, giving him a place to stand. My lines work. But I got them in gold. Now I could use my my Stabilo. That would be good. If you don't have a Stabilo, I highly recommend it. It's different than your. It'll write on anything. I guess that's what I'm saying. It will. I mean, see, it's showing up over this. It also is water reactive. So I gave him some ground to stand on. I Also go in and kind of go around this. Just, you know, making a mess, having fun. This is how we learn what we like, what we don't like the sticker edge. Ugh. You know, putting it down on, sticking it to another piece of paper and then cutting around it is the best way to go. It really is. So if I get that wet now, because it's darker when you get it wet. It's really fun, actually. So let's get that wet. This is what the Stabilo is good for. Right here. See, it's darker. Kind of missed a spot there. Right here. And if your paper is wet when you do it, it's even more. It's kind of beaten up on that wax, but it will eventually. So that's just weird enough. I mean, it could maybe use some other doodling. Some of this around the edges. Just aging it up. Still think we need something above his head besides the sun. Okay, I'm going to put him aside. And I'm going to set him upright to see what he needs. Okay, let's do another one. Oh, you guys, look. Okay, I knew it would bleed. Look at this. That's the white paste over the oxide spray. And that's what it does. This almost looks like velvet. That's so beautiful. It's still kind of wet, or I would glue it down already. But, I mean, that's what it's going to be used for. That's gorgeous right there. Okay, and here's the green one coming through in green because it's got that water reactive spray. Let me read some comments here. Oh, you have copperhead and moccasin snakes. No, none of that. I do love lizards and like horned toads. I remember playing with one when I was a kid camping. I was in Arizona. I think it was the first year I went there for the summer with my dad, and he wouldn't let me bring it home. I wanted it so bad. I was so upset. He was like round. It's like almost like a little turtle shell, you know? He was kind of shaped like that. He was so cute, and he was sweet. He had a name and everything by the time I was done with him. He was all humanized, you know? Okay, so if I want to play with that one, or I can use one of these, got this. Maybe I'll play with that one. This is one of the ones out of my texture bin, and that's a PM Artist Studio stencil. These are just the kind of things that I have in there. I also have big sheets, and I've got them, you know, sorted from largest to smallest. And when I'm doing a project, I will go to my texture bin and have a little look. Here's one. Oh, let's do these. And let's get out some mica. Yeah, if I can find it. Should we do that? Some water reactive stuff, or these guys? Let's do these. So I think you can put these on a palette, or this is, yeah. I know where one is currently. Seriously, this change in here, I have to get used to where everything is still. Palette. I should put a bucket of them right there, huh? I'm just going to use this, I guess. First of all, let's do a little experiment. And this is a PM Artist Studio stencil, and it's the one with the raindrops. They look like raindrops. This was a special order for my collaboration project. It's just on a Cheez-It box. She actually made one that had the designs all over. So if you guys want that, you can actually order that special, I believe still. You would just need to send her a message. But just a minute and you'll see the design, okay? So first I'm going to add some of this here and there, and then I'm going to spray it and see what happens. Ooh. But then it also works like a watercolor. So we're going to get that design to come out. And I don't like how blobby it is. I don't like that. But that's not what I want. Let me get this one. So I love the movement of sprays and pigments and, you know, all of those things, because they do what they want. It's one of those things where you don't necessarily have control. And you know, I like that. I don't know what ism that is, but you know, like relinquishing control. Okay, so that's the, I need a little palette right here. That is the, oh, I have one of these. I can use this. Put some water in it. That's what it's been used for. It was mica, I think. Or Lindy's Magicals, perhaps. So I just kind of want to clean that off a little bit. And these are acrylic inks, and they're water reactive inks. Okay, and then let's do the, oh, that can't be dried up. No. So when he uses these, when Seth uses these, he pours them out onto a table. And that is going to make me mad because these I haven't used. There's got to be some liquid in there. See, I wonder if, oh yeah, it's still water reactive. Check it out. It's still working, guys. That makes me mad though. I'm going to have to put some water in it and a BB and shake it really, really good. This was probably the one I actually used. Okay, and then I have this orange. Yeah, it dried up, but I think I can fix it. Hold on. Ugh, shouldn't use my teeth, huh? Come on. How about pliers? Aha. Yeah, I needed another tool on this table. So this one I probably haven't opened at all. So let me put some out here. And then we'll spray it. Where's my spray bottle? Should have filled this. Get out with my brush. Move it around. Let it go where it needs to go. I've got a whole set of acrylic inks that I have not played with. Got for Christmas. I just haven't had them out. Then I started flipping this room around last month, and I haven't used them yet. So that's something that I should be doing. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate it. Dinner time. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm sorry if I'm missing any comments. Oh, Julie, the Nouveau Mousse. Yeah, you have to keep it mixed with water so that it works properly. So I'm going to put some over here. Ooh, splatters. Should I do that? Okay. So a tiny bit of this goes a long way. When he uses it, he shares that. Splatters are good because you also lose control. Anybody know what that ism is? Kind of like watercolor. I should fill this. All right, let's move it. I saw that Lindy's actually has some new flat magicals, and I would love them. They're you know, perfect. Sometimes I just don't like that sparkle, and so that I don't reach for them. Okay, so I'm getting it everywhere now. I don't want to waste it. See how far it goes? It goes forever far. It dries lighter, though. You should know. It does. See the design, though? It's great. I love it when the design starts to come out. When you're doing a project and it was whitewashed and you couldn't see it, and then suddenly, boom, there it is. I love that. I love the reveal. Art randomness. I know. I love losing control when it decides. Oh, bye, Trish. I think I said bye to Lisa instead. Oh, these are Seth Apter pigment inks, and they're only a couple dollars a bottle. I mean, they're not expensive. And he puts them in a palette, or he puts a tiny bit, it takes a drop. That's it. And they're really cool. But I haven't played with them enough, just like I said. I think I need more of the green right in here. This is the drab olive, and I love the color. Love it. Just want to get that up on that texture there as it dries lighter. There we go. So these will make really nice backgrounds for some cards, for some postcards, or little mini artworks too. So I'm going to set these off to dry. I can't do it right now because the heat tool is loud and it's just us. And it looks like we have 35 minutes left, guys. I love that all of you made it today. I know we're all over the place, but we're talking about mixed media all over the place, like trying new things, mixing things together, having fun with your supplies, and just going for it. So I'm going to set these off to dry. Got a little countertop right here, a little cart to dry those in. Okay, let's find our next victim, shall we? The next victim. That's what we need. Okay, clean up. And rushing through. All right, I've got these guys here, or we could do one of these. Really like this one. Let's do this one because it's already got the texture on it. And let's find something from here again. It's about playing, experimenting, having fun. I need a good laugh. Who's got jokes today? Come on. I know you're out there. I know you're there. Bye, Charmaine. Thank you so much. Is that texture paste you're painting over? Which one? The one I was just doing. Let's see. Yes, it is texture paste. It is probably my regular molding paste, actually, the golden on here. And when it dries, it has that sort of watercolor effect, and it's going to be cool. I love the way the edges bleed. All right, so we're going to find one that kind of goes with this, and then I'm going to upscale it by putting it on something to cut it out. Uh-oh, I got a drip on that. I'm going to end up getting this book all messy, huh? So, quickly, that's blue, but not really what I'm looking for. I like these girls. These ones match. They're not my usual style, but let's go for it, shall we? Let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to put her on a piece of paper, just whatever scrap I've got laying here. Doesn't matter. Should have had it ready. Yep, that's right. That's me. All right. So I'm going to put her on a scrap here. She really does go with that, doesn't she? And then I can cut her out. And lose the white edge that way. I mean, for the most part, cut her out. Could tear around the book page too. It depends on the color of the background she's on. Yeah, the white edges definitely bother me. Sometimes putting your stickers on chipboard first and then cutting them out is the way to go, because then you almost have, you know, those expensive chipboard characters to play with, but you created it. She's cute. I don't hate her. I don't like how small she is, but she's probably perfect for that tag. I'm not getting it perfectly. I don't really care. You know, you can not care about, you know, the first stages, and it's your details that bring it together and make it so it wasn't like you didn't care. So I kind of want her on the, I'm going to put her right there so I can show all of that. And I want flowers this time. So let me grab some. Just want some, let's see where they are. Oh, this is the wrong one. I'm just grabbing some just flowers and butterflies right here. Maybe I want one of those. Sometimes making choices in a hurry are choices that you wouldn't have made otherwise, and that's really nice. Some long flowers would be cool here. I do have a butterfly. I really want it to blend in. But, you know, this is kind of a mix between your traditional junk journal stuff and your art journal, because you're using paint and mediums and, you know, the texture paste, all that good stuff. You're creating something unique or weird. I used to say, is it weird enough? That was the thing for me. Is it weird enough? Good question. I don't really want it to be a chipboard piece. Okay, we're gonna go like that. I want a great big flower, but I didn't find one. Put some big feathers in her hair, though. No. I like playing with scale, too. You know, make something giant and something small. She's kind of small, so we'll do that. So the first thing I might want to do is actually tear out some book page, or got some wallpaper here. Oh, just use a little bit of that. Something that's going to make her blend in a little better. Or her lines. I'm talking about her lines. That matches that too much. I've got some stuff from John David here. This stuff. Let's see. Oh, does this match? It's crackle texture. All right. Maybe that. Yeah. It's kind of a label, kind of a French looking. It's got all kinds of stuff on it that's like French words and stuff. And that's like I don't know if you guys, there it is. You can see it. Hi, Diane. I'm glad you made it. Well, we have a half an hour left, and I'm just fumbling because, you know, I didn't plan this far ahead. Only partially. Okay, so I'm going to use a glue stick here because it's thin. your glue should be as, and it's going to move my stuff around too, because this on here is a spray and it's an oxide spray. So it's going to be water soluble. It's going to do some moving. So I'm going to back that right up to the edge there. It's just going behind her. Doesn't have to be perfect. I wonder if I want to use a stamp. Not that one. Oh, I could have used one of that. So when I have leftover paint on a palette, I will put it in my book, or I will put it on some chipboard that I have off to the side, just so I have these ready. And then another day I might add the texture paste. These are good. How about these? How about that? I know it's very much the same style, but there's no opposites here happening. That's okay. Okay, I need my stamp pad here. This is actually my mouse pad. I don't know what I did with the one I usually use. And probably just going to use the black. So this becomes like almost like that is jumping off of there. This is an Inkadoo. I don't know how to say Inkadoo stamp, and I really like them. I've used the heck out of these actually. These sets on the green foam. It's been a while since I've used stamps a lot though. So, you know, maybe that's something that I should be thinking of. Okay. And then I think I'm going to do, so it's like one big long thing here. Just right. I'm going to see if it works over the texture paste. We'll see. So like it's an extension for that tall girl. Some long and skinny behind her. Oh, it did. Right over the texture paste. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to ink her edges because, you know, edges. That's right. Having those edges go on a page that's the same color would be fine, because then they won't show. A little ink around it is helpful. You know, definitely putting the sticker on another piece of paper and cutting it out first is helpful. I don't know why they have to leave that edge on them. It's kind of sad, really. I think there's some fine detail on this one, though, I suppose. I had a red and white polka dotted washi tape earlier when I was working on the circus book. Roll away, and I can't find it. And this room is almost done. I mean, it's organized. I don't know where it went. I have no idea. I looked and I looked. So I'm going to put her off to the side a little bit like that. I don't really want her centered. I want some of that show, that long and skinny next to her. I may or may not use these. I'm not sure. So I'm going to go ahead and glue her down. No, I want something behind her head right here, something round. Maybe something out of my little round pouch here. I could just draw something round on, but I feel like it wants something there. It's too much the same color. That's weird. We like that. These are from PM Artist Studio. When I first met them, they sent me this an envelope with some washers. They're pretty cool. Oh, these that have a hole in them are kind of cool. That could be. I wonder if I like things coming out of other things too. I don't know what my deal is. It must be escaping, or yeah, escaping. That's a good way to put it. I'm glad you guys are interacting with yourselves, because it's hard for me to be in like super, oh, a nun or Mary, super into what I'm doing while I'm breaking away every time, you know. So it is nice that you guys entertain each other. That one looks like metal. Okay. Well, I've got other round things too, but I really liked just having these on my desk, and they were on my desk when it was on the other side too. So I don't know about the leaf because it's scrapbook paper. I like the clock. I'm going to use the clock. That's what I'm going to do. No reason. Just doing it. This. Probably need something light on it as well. So, you know, that's where my white marker might come in later, or I don't know. So I want this off to the side. I'm going to put it right there. Yes, the fancier the technology, the faker it looks. Oh, yeah. You'd like to volunteer Eddie to be my mod? Well, Lisa usually is my mod, but she's at the races today, and she couldn't last time either. I think this is the third time, but you know, summer's coming, and Eddie has played with me before. Haven't you, Eddie? You know who volunteered that was kind of something on my mind is Kylie Koo. And I mean, she offered any time when her technology is working. And I think I could see you guys like asking her questions just to hear her say in her Irish or Scottish accent. I could totally see that happening. Yeah, you guys would enjoy it. It would be mostly just you asking her to say, you know, pickle or whatever. We'll get her one day. I guess I'm about to see how well this mat cleans up when I'm done today. So let's see. I've got envelopes and envelopes of these sort of things already cut out, like digital kits and stuff from before when I was doing more junk journals. She just looks, she needs more art in her life, I think. What do you think? More art, more craziness, more weird. Like, oh gosh, really want to get some gold Poscas. They make gold, right? Gold is a hard color. I do have these that might work. Hold on, guys, just a sec. Spinning my little thing around here. I don't know. Maybe we'll just use this. See if this works. So I want to give this some. Oh, it's working on the texture paste. I'll tell you that. Well, we'll just keep that up. You know, this is where the wax crayons might come in. I can't even make words today, you guys. What's up with that? It's like I forgot how to human. All this crazy time alone, talking to my dog all day while I work on this room the last month. That really did brighten that up, didn't it? I don't like it in all the spots, but So that is just a white, it's like a wax pencil. And I think they were made for photographs. I think that's what it's for. I do have some China markers, but I don't know where they're at. You know, they're around here somewhere in my thing. So maybe it's time for this. So normally I would keep this sharper. I do need to give it a whirl. And the pencil sharpener. Words are hard. All right. I've destroyed my desk, you guys. Completely destroyed it. Kind of giving her a shadow if I do it right. I need it right here. Maybe I can even do the edges. It'll be darker when I get it wet. Sometimes you can just barely touch it and it just needs sharpened, that's all. All right, let's get it wet. Ooh. Might get it to bleed down into those textures there too. Mm-hmm. Kind of working it in there. I have a brown Stabilo. I know they make red, but the brown one I know is not as, it's just not as good. The black one is like everything. I imagine, I don't have any Inktense pencils, but I think it's probably similar. I'm going to put a little extra here so that I can get it to bleed, because I want it to drip right here. That will be her opposite, because she's too pretty for me. She's like a pretty proper lady, and I don't do proper. So, I mean, she would go with some of the old stuff that I made, but not really anymore. I mean, I like her. She's cool. I like how long she is. We need a ridiculous word right here, like zombie or zombie. Should I go with zombie? Biking into a bush seems pain. Oh, are you bush biking? You've embraced the weird. I love, I embrace the weird all the time if I can, like this is not weird enough. The colors are too washed. I mean, they're too all the same, I think. But I mean, I don't hate it. It's just not my usual, not my usual thing. I think maybe do it a little different this time. I'm going to use that gold. See, this is another thing that I've barely used. Lisa, I sent you some of this, didn't I? I'm not going to water it down this time. See if it makes a difference. And then I'm going to tap it over another, let me find a dry brush for this. Tap it over another brush. So just different this time. This one. And just whatever brush. Come on. You know you want to. Why? Do I need to wet it? It's not working. Let's see. I got a couple splatters there, but not nearly what I needed. It's just not working. I do like the gold on there, though. I just won't try that one for splatters again. I think it's more for bleeding, like if I drip it on. He was mean. We got fast. Oh, Rams. I appreciate y'all watching me fumble with stuff I don't use very often, guys. I really do. I so appreciate it. I could do white. I've got white here. Or black. Just, I would say red, but it would end up looking pink. Let's see. I have these Lumieres. They're probably thick. I'm just gonna, because this is a high pigment liquid paint, you know, I think it might be the way to go. But we'll see. To get it to show up. And then I think my color is going to end up bleeding through too. Come on. Why you got to be messy? It's like that's my thing. Messy. All right, let's get that brush. Get it back. And where's that one? Okay. Over the girl. There we go. I have it on my face. I can feel it. Probably on the computer. Well, that gave her a nice mess, I guess. She still needs something. I don't know what it is. Not really sure. Maybe I just don't like her enough. I do really, really like these, the way they came out, though. And they need more. I haven't done anything with that one yet. Maybe that one's a pocket. I'm not sure. I think it needs birds, actually. Are you talking about sheep? Okay. Yeah, I wish I had the Inktense pencils. They have been on my list for a while. I feel like I'm going to waste that paint. I wonder if you can use, I know it's thin, but I can get some skippy things happening here. I think it needs a bird. I think a big stamped bird, embossed, like with heat embossing, would be next. I'll have to, when I can fully concentrate on what I'm doing, I'll do a few of them, and I will post photos. Some skippy mess there. Okay. Need that to skip a little bit more. There we go. All right. There, I didn't waste. Let's not dump that on the floor, shall we? Okay, so this one doesn't have texture yet. What I probably need to do here is either find something that is already textured, because I think it wants a texture right here. Maybe the Nuvo Mousse, that would be an option also. I don't know what color. That navy blue again. Maybe I think I have that out. It's right here. Oh, let's use that. Let's do the navy, because there's a little navy in the background here. And we only have 8 minutes left. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Thanks for watching me. Oh, and thank you, Diane. Thanks for watching me fumble today and break out old stuff. I hope that it encourages you guys to make a mess and, you know, and do your thing, you know. Go play, have fun, just do it. No reason. Don't have to have a reason. Hey, he's a magician, so what if he has some swirls? And I just pick a moment on here. like these guys. What if, ooh, swirls. What if there's a swirl there? This kind of connects everything too. Oh, we're using the blue, aren't we? The blue, they do get a little messy after you start adding water to them, though, to keep them alive. I'm trying to see where I'm at here. Sometimes they bleed under. But it's a water-reactive pigment, the Nouveau Mousse, so it doesn't matter if it dries out, really. Well, you just want to catch it before it dries all the way. Okay, let's see it. Oh, yes. Okay, and then I want to do the opposite corner. I'm just going to choose the same spot. Maybe right there. Let's get some of that. This, while we only have a few minutes left, will be my success of the day. Of course. Isn't that how it works, though? All right. Ooh, and then I think it needs a heat embossed bird, and I have a bird stamp somewhere here. I also have some in my favorites somewhere. I don't know where I put all those things yet. I keep moving them. There's the bird right there. So if I want to use, he's a foam stamp. If I want to use a heat embossed stamped image and I want it to be perfect, I would also do it on a book page separate and then cut it out. Because, you know, he's got birds right here, and that's why I'm thinking then there's like the devil. But I'm thinking like a bird right here would be weird enough and cool with the devil, I guess. So what I'm going to do is heat emboss this afterwards onto a piece of tissue, and then I will glue it down that way. But I think the blue looks striking on there. I really like it. And there, it kind of matches. He's got some weird swirly things going on from his wand. So yeah, I think that's fun. I'm probably going to go around. Yeah, let's do that first. So I'm going to do this off camera because, you know, off camera heat gun. I do need to clean up that stencil though, don't I? This will come off, the Nouveau Mousse will, if I take it downstairs and wash it in the sink. It's water soluble, so it really does come off. Lines, that's what I want next. So I'm going to put that away. Well, thank you everybody for joining me. I hope this was fun. I hope it encourages you to go and be weird and make a mess and, you know, do weird things, use your stuff. See what happens if you mix things together. Like these were amazing, I think, right here. These were definitely successful in the, I mean, that looks velvety right there. I love it. It has a softness. And that was just, you know, what bled up through, and I love it. It's so fun. Bye, Anthony. So, yeah, we have 3 minutes left. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you, you know, watching me do this to my hands and my desk and all that. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate you. I'm going to put a poll up with these 3 items. So we're going to have a 900, I'm going to end up setting that in the Nouveau Mousse, 900 subscriber kind of a poll to see what we want to do next, so we can focus our energy on something else. And, you know, you guys don't have to do it. You can watch, you can, you know, play along. You can learn tips and tricks to get you from A to B, because, you know, assemblage is kind of what I do. If we do that, and, you know, we'll learn along the way if it's something new. So I will put that up. Watch for it, please. And maybe we'll even do a giveaway. That is very possible. I will figure out how that works. and I will get back to you. So watch for photos, and I will see you all soon. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, guys. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate it. I know I said goodbye, but a couple comments coming in. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Bye.